Alright, ladies and gents, it's another day and another episode of Nier Replicant. We are going to continue from the point where we left off. It's the sand village. We just saved the prince, we fought a boss, so this is all pretty awesome stuff. Let's see what else is there for us in store. I'm sure this game has something interesting again. Where's the little girl? Oh, I hope nothing happened. I hope... yeah, we got some new powers I'm gonna test. So this is the doppelganger. Not sure what it's gonna do. And we have a new sword, I remember now. Very happy with it. I think it looks cool. It reminds me a little bit of Tomb Raider for some reason. Because when I was playing Tomb Raider as a kid, it was quite some time ago. And there were
rules are rules,
like
even if they
aqueducts.
are absurd.
I don't think they're absurd.
Oh,
Those rules are important to the masked people.
you don't say.
I do.
Well. The boy is beginning to sound like a man.
Boy, I'm not a kid, you know.
Hey, less talking, more walking.
As I was saying, the aqueduct thing.
Manner of places.
Oh man.
I think it's a graveyard.
The headstones seem to be lacking names. Also, why do they shine as if they were carved from the rock just yesterday?
Okay, I'm just not gonna touch the controller for now. But like I was saying, the emblem of the wall of the lion on the back, it has similar style to the aqueducts in Tomb Raider, where you had this like little sun shaped disc where the water was flowing from, and I thought that was pretty awesome. I don't know, it gave the whole game such a vibe, you know, such a special feeling. And this, you know, it has something for me. I like it. Oh wow, what is happening here? Whoa. How about... Okay, this works. I'm still figuring out these new skills. I might switch them back though to shooting, because I'm kinda used to that. As awesome as they are, I think it's wise to have just one special skill, and the standard shooting should be there. Because look, how will this work exactly? So it's one hit. It's one hit only, and it's not very powerful. Huh. How about this? Come on, let me test it. Hey, don't kill my wolf. Shielded! What is this doing exactly? What is that? What is happening here? Oof. I'm switching back. And also, yeah, I like this. And this is basically shield. This is shooting. Wait, I think we have shooting twice now. Oh, this is dark blast. Yeah, no, this should be dark blast. Right button, right trigger. And I think I'll make it so... Yeah, this feels right. I put them all on the right side of the controller, so the lance would be the right trigger, and the normal shooting would be the right button, which feels good to me, you know, because it's all shooting, but the lance is a heavy attack, so the trigger, the lighter attack, the button. It's all logic here. Ooh, a lizard, let me get it. I know what I'm gonna do with it. Just adding it to the collection. I bet this guy wear like a necklace of those tails around his neck. The twisted fuck. Ooh. I don't know why I need them, but I must have them. All of them. I'm not gonna skip any of them. If I see any of them, I'm just gonna grab all of them. So any and all and any. Hey little sis, what up?
Yona,
Oh, hey,
how are you feeling?
better. Now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
The fish, the huge poisonous fish I brought.
Good.
Are you gonna stay here today?
Okay, why not?
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, Yona, I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can hear him. I can hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. What is this? I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face, expressionless, as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S. Then there is an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Sealed verse. It's a sealed verse. The thing I'm looking for, the key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream what? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them, damn it. I can't make it out. I want to scream, I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth. I guess that's the next destination, gals and girls. And girls and guys. Well, that was
Just
weird.
a dream.
Oh, it was a dream. Okay. I guess he's having a dream where it's all black and he just sees letters, which is weird. But it's
Even
okay,
in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Oh, yeah. This game, huh? You gotta love it. Keeps it weird.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of game?
What kind of boy?
It was called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say.
Oh, we just had the same dream, baby girl.
It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream, And Forest of Myth.
Forest of Myth, yeah.
But don't worry. I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Oh man, I gotta say, I love this girl. She's so diligent. She's really trying, you know?
Sure, Yona.
So we got a good reason, you know? I like when in the game you have a good reason to go and save somebody, but if you don't like the person you're supposed to save, right, then you're not going to be motivated. Or if the goal of the game is not very interesting or motivating to you, then you get where I'm going with this, right? But here, yeah, she's so nice. She's really trying, you know, in a desperate situation with a deadly sickness. She's really, you know, trying to be nice, trying to be, I don't know. I kind of want to save her.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
And the whole story reminds me of Zelda a little bit, where Link, you know, had to go and there is like a damsel in need behind and you're going on all these adventures I haven't actually played, you know, Zelda, but I guess he has to save the princess or whatever. I feel like this is the same vibe a bit. Saving the damsel. Only this time it's our sister.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. What? Events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be dream able to get your advice, dream on the matter. Recently there has been dream reports, dream of certain. Oh, I see what's happening. I thought it was me for a second. I thought I was like, huh? I cannot read this sentence. Why is there a dream in a place where it's not supposed to be? But I see that it's not me. What is happening here?
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth.
The Forest of Myth?
Ooh.
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Yeah, we're already going there.
Oh,
not going there
well,
because of you.
all right. Thank you.
Oh, this is so catchy. Oh, this has been stuck in my head since yesterday. Since the last time we played this. Oh, too bad he doesn't sprint when I'm doing that. I wanna like pray and spray, or what's the English run and gun? Yeah. I wanna run and gun. But they're not letting me. Pray and spray. I don't want to know what that is. Sounds like a part of Christianity I don't want to know anything about. Super jump! Oh, why? Why he drew his sword? I'm getting flashbacks to The Witcher, where Geralt always drew his sword when there were enemies nearby, right? When you enter combat. But maybe this guy just you know, does it when he wants. Like, oh yeah, let's pull the sword out now,
It
you
sure
know?
is quiet here.
We're gonna transition him out.
Silence bodes ill. There's
Bodes
trouble on the
ill.
way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
Oh man, I love Vice. As a side character, this guy completely steals the show. I mean, is he a side character? Nah. But, you know, assuming we are the protagonist. Hey, old guy. That's a cool house you have here. What up?
Beware.
Oh yeah, man, I feel you, I feel you. I once did some shrooms, right, in the forest, so I'm definitely digging the vibe he's got going on right now. I know where you've been, old man.
Beware the words.
He's like baked out of his mind,
What do you mean?
isn't he?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager body shudders as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
Oh, he was dreaming.
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
Don't stare at me, man.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
I'm gonna have to read this. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the worlds of their own dreams. Wow, okay. That sounds kinda awesome, but kinda terrifying. It depends on which dream you're gonna get. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The major twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Huge Ham, which is us, had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Maybe. Huge Ham and Weiss racked their brains but couldn't find no solutions. They could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
Oh my god. Me neither. Never. The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Hey, we're gonna call each other names here.
It has demolished it utterly.
Oh yeah. Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
Oh, this really struck a note with him. The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Huge Ham like a contagion. I don't know why we're suddenly doing an accent. We're doing it. Deal with it. Wait, said Huge Ham suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled voice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... oh, what the hell was it? A sheep, cried Weiss suddenly, blurted out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Huge Ham's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said, those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheet of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Huge Ham. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head. His worn pencil stopped tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I am the mayor, right? It's my job to protect the people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud for the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment and unfocused his eyes, staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. If, like someone took a sponge and soaked all the colors out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Huge Ham nodded in agreement. Huh, wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Huge Ham, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The Grimoire looked from Huge Ham to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss' face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization drawing on his face. Dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two. He called at the departing forms of Huge Ham and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Huge Ham slowly faded into the mist forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Huge Ham's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of this place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Huge Ham to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment than Huge Ham, we snapped. "Okay, Weiss, cram it in for a second, would you? You don't have to walk." Huge Ham leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knot from his back. "How can this stupid forest be so big?" he muttered to himself. The moment the words stumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Huge Ham slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. "Weiss, what's going on?" Huge Ham could see Weiss' mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as Huge Ham's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zri, zri, zri. I don't know how to translate that. That sound. Shock, shock, shock. Chick, chick, chee. Okay, yeah, this is getting ridiculous. Whatever that. Woo. Chick, 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 see. I don't know, man. My imagination only goes so far. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Huge Ham began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, I feel sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I'll leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should we know? Oof, guys, do you know? Leave an answer in the comments, because I have no idea. 1 with it is lacking. Huh. A secret? 3 with it is dangerous. Could be a secret, I guess. But why would 2 with it is ideal? Nah, I don't think so. How should I know? Weiss's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Ring ring rah, ring ring rah. Shake shaky, shake shaky. When Huge Ham came to, he was once again surrounded by the sound of insects. That is not how an insect sounds, or at least not how I made it sound. The cries of the insects were creating words he had heard somewhere before. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it, yeah. By my pages, is it what? Are we going to repeat this? Okay. I wanna say it's a secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Huge Ham signed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Huge Ham like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased that passing the test, Huge Ham moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even a greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Huge Ham after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of the forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the path turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. spring. Smiling, Huge Ham picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Sorry, I'm starting to struggle here. It's a lot of text. Oh, I need to have a drink or something. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise were understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. Oh man, why are we not seeing this? This feels like Alice in Wonderland or something, right? This is cool, but maybe just a picture would be nice. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. Huge Ham grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. Okay, if it's pretty easy, guys, let's see if we can guess. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. Okay, this is light, right? That's pretty easy indeed. Yeah, sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intention of this place. Hey look, cried Huge Ham, awaking Vice from his daze. There is a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Huge Ham walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Huge Ham, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. Oh, another puzzle. I have 4 legs in the morning. Oh, I know this one, I think. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? I have heard this one before somewhere. I have read many fairy tales and I think I've heard about this one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end in the night with 3. Is this a clock? Huge Ham tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question. If you wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer this riddle. Yeah, I suppose so, said Huge Ham. Well, at least it's an easy one. Oh man, now I'm gonna feel bad if I don't guess this one. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. Legs in the morning. Oh man. I remember hearing this riddle slightly different, but slightly in a different context, but man, I remember it. Oh, I really want to guess it myself. Come on, think back. Wait, I remember. This was referring to a human being. This was referring to a man, like born on 4 legs, right, crawling around, then in the prime of a life on 2, and then you end your life with 3 by using a cane. And we see here the mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct! With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You are the mayor, cried Huge Ham. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance." With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Huge Ham watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Huge Ham and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprung to his feet and scrambled over to them. "Good gravy," he cried. "You made it. You actually made it." His left hand grasped Huge Ham and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Wise by the cover and swung him through the air. Poor Wise. "Gah, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we're successful or not." The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. "I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again." Huge Ham withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. "We broke the Death Dream seal," he said. "At least I think we did." The mayor's face beamed as Huge Ham filled him on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Well, that's pretty brave of them, considering everything that happened. Huge Ham cocked his head. "Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep?" Exactly my questioning here. "Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself." Huge Ham and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. "Have you forgotten?" continued Weiss. "It is the words that control the Death Dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnaturally they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue." With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. "This is the first time," began the mayor, "the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here." His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Huge Ham shook the mayor's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh wow," said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did. I am back." He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading throughout the village and I wanted to. Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream." The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if he was trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Huge Ham and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor, as a wry smile crossed his lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure," said Vice. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is our holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished. "It's the guardian of our village history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder," Mott advised. "We should not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says, oh my god, I cannot anymore. I've just been reading for like a straight half an hour. Legend says that this is our tree is home to a powerful magic known as sealed verse." Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Huge Ham and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed the goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered voice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Hucham mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Hucham tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Hucham gave the mayor a nod and smiled, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. Something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of them all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh my god, oh, that was a long segment. Wow, I did not expect to be reading. Holy heck.
Now I can
What was
finally
that
return
about?
to a normal
Definitely
life.
something original, I give them that, but I don't know. I wish I had some pictures with it.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Well, at least we got what we came for. Dark execution. Summon a magical spike from the ground to impale enemies. Oh, yeah. We've seen this one in the tutorial, haven't we?
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Okay guys, we're gonna break the episode off here, and I'm gonna take a short break, get something to drink, and I'll get back to you, yeah? Later.